Welcome back. We are discussing the significance of President Uhuru Kenyatta's state visit to Israel. Remember, it is 20 years ago since a Kenyan head of state visited Israel. The show continues.
Basically, the agreement was to increase cooperation between the two governments, to share technologies, particularly in the field of irrigation, water engineering, and agriculture generally, to ensure our national food security.
As the government of Kenya seeks to borrow lessons from Israel in dryland farming, analysts say, in the first place, Kenya has a greater potential than Israel.
There is a lot of water underground. There is a lot of water in swamps. Remember I talked about there is irrigation, there is also drainage. In most cases, when you drain a place, it means that you are just beginning to manage that water better and removing it from that land so that it is available for production. And there is a lot of that kind of land around. We have the rivers that are flowing out of our mountains, you know, out of Elgon, out of Kilimanjaro, well, Kilimanjaro tends to go the other way, but still, the Mount Kenya, the entire Mount Kenya region, you know, there are rivers flowing down those hills and just harnessing it in form of dams, in form of reservoirs that this water can be pumped out of. You'll be surprised how much water is lost by pumping out of rivers, but we don't have the tanks. We don't have the reservoirs where this water will go. So you are not able to pump, to irrigate at your own time out of stored water. You are forced to pump direct to the crop, and the crop can't take it all the time. So you are forced to either close or open, and storage is a big factor in this whole business.
Some feel commercial farming with the use of appropriate technologies is the way to go.
We have enough model farms. The large-scale farmers have shown how the pivot systems. You know, you go to the Lamea estates and you see this pivot, this big pipe which goes around, and you know there is water drizzling all the way around as it goes around, and then these models are well proven. I think the issue is subsidy. The issue is resources to be able to purchase these units. A small-scale farmer with an eighth of an acre already needs 30, 60, 70,000 shillings, you know, to be able to get that technology working for them. Immediately they can do that, they are using 10% of the water that they would normally need. It is such common sense, the way to go. I guess the struggle is always in the how.
For the Galana Kulalo Food Security Model Farm, the contractor exudes confidence that eventually the test farm will achieve its objective.
We've tested technologies, we've tested the soils. We had a few challenges along the way, some of them regarding fundings, and some of them regarding the access roads and other challenges we had. But with the support of the workers, we have a very good Kenyan workers there on site, working for us and with us, and we achieve very good results, and we are very, very positive that this project will be a great success.
The contractor says they have succeeded in places in other countries that have worse climatic conditions than what they've found in Galana.
We have our farms here in the Arava Valley, which is the worst conditions. You know, conditions is something, you know, in the end, in the beginning and in the end, the people you are doing the project with, this is important. It's worth it. It's crucial. It's important. When you are starting something from scratch, you are building, you build the capacity. You always need to invest a little bit more. But if you're looking at it, not for now, not for next month, go to the future. Because Kenya and the Kenyan people are much more important than anything else. If you look at the progress of the country, if you look on capacity building, on training of youth, of becoming food secure, really food secure country, you must have it. You must take this route. No shortcuts.
I hope there will be a level of subsidy in the sense of free land, maybe even some of that technology, the pivot systems or the drip irrigation systems that they are trying out there. Those could now be passed to certain investors who have got the capacity to do maybe 10, 15 hectares each. And then it's divided up, and then that begins to be able to flow to the rest of the country.
Once the model farm is ready, we are going to open up over 500,000 acres for private investors to come in. And we are engaging private sector now, including Israeli investors. And we're very pleased that many Israeli companies have shown interest. And with a meeting yesterday with the President of Israel, with the Prime Minister, we have agreed that we would like to see more Israeli companies, not just Green Araba. We want to see more Israeli companies come into Kenya. And also looking at what we have learned here today, we are this kibbutz where people work together in a communal way. And we can be able to actually replicate some of this in those areas where we have many unemployed Kenyan youth who can actually come up when we open up Galana to get 20 or 10 acres to also start doing what we have seen being done here.
As a recap, President Kenyatta put it this way: the biggest threat to development in Kenya is selfish interests. This was after he was challenged by Kenyan students in Israel on why Kenya was lagging behind.
Statistics shows that one farmer in Israel feeds about 100 to 150 people, contrary to Kenya, where one farmer feeds 1 to 10 people, a big challenge. I have a question. Why?
Tumeulizwa hapa maswali na hawa ni kwa nini hatuwezi kufanya hii nyumbani? Ni kwa sababu ya siasa mbaya. Sitaki niwadanganye. Tuambiane ukweli. Siasa ya upuzi, siasa ambayo haina maana. Na wajumbe wako hapa na ni wenzangu kwa siasa. Lakini badala ya kujiuliza vile tutafanya kazi, ukisikia yale tunaongea tukisimama kwa podium, ni mambo ya ukabila. Huyu ni nini, huyu ako hivi, huyu amezaliwa, huyu hana mguu, ule hana nini. Tuambiane ukweli jamani. Lakini pahali ambapo watu wako focused, ni nini ambayo hatujaweza kutimiza? Tukiongea kule kwetu Galana, tumekaa karibu miaka 3-4 tukipigana, project hii iko hivi, project hii iko hivi. Wajumbe tunataka tupatiwe ndege tuende tukaone. Unaojiuliza wanaenda kuona nini? Kwa sababu hata ni tu huko ndio mtu awaongeleshe, kwa sababu wanafikiria kuna pesa inatengenezwa pahali. Jameni.
I'm challenging the president to fix. He's the one in charge. It is so simple. From tomorrow, whoever is seen taking a bribe, they go to jail, to the giver and the given. It can be fixed in a week, if you ask me. The president has the tools. The president has got a very big team backing him up, including the Wananchi themselves.
I asked him what his government is doing about that. What's the strategy of his government to navigate through the politics and still deliver development?
I think you've noted we are refraining from politics, because I think there is much more that needs to be done than just to sit in political rallies. This is what we need to be working on. This is what our people need. You saw the enthusiasm of those young people. What they want is opportunities for themselves. What they want to do is to learn so that they can take their skills that they learn and utilize them at home. These are the people we need to give opportunities to. These are the people who give me the most hope, and that is who I'm going to focus on.
With that, we come to the end of the show. We discussed the significance of President Uhuru Kenyatta's visit to Israel. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for watching the show. And until we meet again, same channel, same time, I'm your host, Alex Chamwada. And bye-bye for now from Israel.